Good morning, hoodies. Welcome back to the Hood Table one more again. Thank you guys for tuning in this morning to the Hood Table. On your way in, please make sure you do us a solid by liking and sharing the video. And of course, subscribing to the Hood Table if you are new here. Please and thank you very much. Now, this morning, we are going to be doing an update on some more local news. As some of you know, we have been following the case of missing Levi Blake, an 80-year-old man who suffered with dementia, who's been missing since August of 2023 right here in our city. And unfortunately, it is with sadness that we say that his remains has been found. Now, some of you who haven't been following this story or who might not know what has been going on here regarding Mr. Levi Blake, I just want to play a couple of news clips for you guys so I can get you all updated on what has happened or how the process has been going with the search of Mr. Levi Blake. So again, please make sure you guys are liking and sharing the video. And I'm going to tune you in right now to a small news clip from KETV.
It's now been over a month since a missing person report was filed for Levi Blake. He's an 80-year-old man with dementia from North Omaha. Tonight, Omaha police are showing us this new video of a man walking, and they think it's Blake. As the weeks go by,
it's a bunch of missing pieces to this puzzle.
Terrence Collier grows more worried.
A lot of sleepless nights, I just got him on my conscience.
Friday night makes 1 month and 11 days since a missing persons report was filed for Collier's father, 80-year-old Levi Blake.
We have a couple of different witness statements and some video surveillance that puts him in the area of 34th and Ohio on August 17th, roughly around 4:40 in the afternoon.
Omaha Police Detective Brett Schrage is the lead sergeant on Blake's case. He says this video came from a resident's Ring camera.
And it shows the person who we believe to be Levi, and people have said to be Levi, walking northbound on 34th Avenue before he turns eastbound onto Miami Street.
Schrage says Blake has ties to the Eastern Nebraska Office on Aging. He lived here at J.C. Wade Senior Villa near 34th in Ohio. The detective says Blake's neighbors told them he walked in the area of 33rd and Corby and possibly around 33rd and Lake.
It appears as if he ended up making his way up to the Adams Community Center area, and he was actually last seen roughly in this area, walking northeasterly around J.A. Creighton Boulevard.
Schrage says OPD also has footage from the Adams Park Community Center that may also show Blake walking.
We've really ramped up efforts with putting a task force around Levi's case and exploring some other resources to see if we can get them to help us out.
Schrage says just because Blake was last seen in North Omaha doesn't mean that he's still there.
It doesn't matter what part of the city you may be in. If you see someone who you think could be Levi, call us. Give us that information, because he really could be anywhere in the city of Omaha.
So that, you guys, was a news clip that took place about a month after Mr. Blake went missing. And then after that, a lot of people in the community, led by one of my good friends, Sherman Wells, who you guys met on the Hood Table before, who I have supported and continue to support because he does a lot of good things for our community, a lot of advocating that he has been doing for our community. So he had led the search, and a lot of people in the community were being very helpful, looking for Mr. Blake. They were going through woods, forest areas, grassy areas, tree-lined areas. They have been searching for him for a while. A number of people, a number of leaders, a number of community activists have been searching for Levi Blake ever since he went missing, his family included. And also there was a news conference, or should I say a press conference, and one of Levi's children had took to the news along with Sherman Wells to share their concern and to ask people to continue to help in the search. And this is the story that we're about to go to next.
Over the last several months, the Omaha Police Department has been looking into Mr. Levi Blake's missing persons case. We believe that Mr. Blake may have gotten onto a bus and got off at an unknown location within the city of Omaha. So with that being said, we would like to ask the Omaha community and the surrounding areas to dedicate a portion of their day tomorrow on November 16th to go out and search the areas in their neighborhood especially the areas that may not necessarily be well traveled, in an effort to try to find Mr. Blake.
My father, he's a very well-liked person, by family and friends. It's hard for me to imagine, where he could be. And, I just like for people to look at it in the respect that, if it was your loved one, if it was your father, you'll put forth, the utmost effort into finding him. And that's what we're trying to accomplish. It's just going to take a collective effort to make this happen.
In order for us to help kind of create a virtual map, tag or upload any videos or pictures with hashtag OPD and hashtag Where's Mr. Blake. That way we will be able to see the areas that y'all searched, and we can continue to add to the map that we've built together collectively with the Sheriff's Department, Omaha Police, and then the volunteer searches.
I would implore and I want to ask for the public's help, no matter if you think that it's not a possibility that he could have been in your area, to just go out and search and help us find my father and help us bring him home. We have a lot of family that's, just hurting behind us, and we would like to bring him home.
Now, around that time that they were searching for Mr. Levi Blake, a lot of people were getting frustrated with the Omaha Police Department and the Nebraska State Patrol. Sherman had also made a post on Facebook that asked them to please put the same energy looking for 80-year-old Levi Blake as the Iowa State Patrol did, using a patrol plane equipped with thermal imaging, drones, etc., searching for 72-year-old Miss Judy Kruger, who also has dementia and walked away from her home. A lot of people were frustrated because it just seems like the police weren't as involved as we thought they should have been. People in the community were searching. Leaders in the community were searching. Sherman Wells was searching. Family members of Levi Blake was searching. But it just didn't seem like enough effort was being put in by the police department. And then I want to show you what most recently we found out regarding Mr. Blake.
We start with 3 breaking stories this morning. First, police say they have identified the body of Levi Blake.
The 80-year-old has been missing since August of 2023. On Friday, officers were called to Conestoga Elementary around 11 a.m. for a report of a body found. Police say the body was discovered along the fence line in a secluded area with overgrown grass. An autopsy was done Saturday, which investigators say the fingerprints on the body match Blake's. Right now, there are no signs of foul play.
And as you just heard, Mr. Levi Blake's remains was found a couple of days ago in North Omaha. I want to send my heartfelt condolences out to the family of Mr. Levi Blake. I know a large part of our community has been sending out their thoughtful prayers, their sincere condolences. We're going to be having a vigil for him coming up soon. Sherman Wells is working on that, and I spoke with Sherman this morning, and they thought they might be able to have it today, but it's supposed to be some severe weather coming in this afternoon around 4 p.m. So as far as I know, they might postpone it until tomorrow. But as far as our community, I will be putting out the flyers. Sherman is going to send me a flyer, and I'll post that on the Hood Table on our Facebook page and on our Twitter and on our IG page. And the people who follow us in our local area on YouTube, you guys can hit me up for that information, or some of you might know Sherman Wells and just hit him up for more details on that. But there will be a vigil in honor of Levi Blake. Also, you guys, here's a picture of Mr. Levi Blake, a picture that the family did share with the news. I also want to show you the picture of the location. Let me pull that up real quick. Let me blow this up for you. For the people who in our community, y'all can recognize this area. Conestoga School is in the middle. His body was found near Conestoga School. And over here on the left, let me blow it up. Over here on the left, I believe it's a church or a daycare behind those shrubs, behind that line of trees, but there's a fence right there. And those shrubs, those trees, that brush area, that is along a fence line, and that is exactly where he was found. That's exactly where his remains was found. They say it was no foul play involved. I really hope there wasn't any foul play involved because being that it is, people went out to that location, and on the other side of the fence where that church or daycare is, I think it was a church, it might be a daycare over there as well, but you might see that cross on the top. If I blow it up real big, you see that cross on the top of that building. So yeah, it was a church. I think it still might be a church. I'm not for sure. But that just recently, when somebody just went out there the other day, that grass behind there was cut all the way down, and it was cut really, really low. And then it was just on the other side, a lot of trees and brush area. So some are inquiring, like, how could he have been there, for so long without nobody noticing? And it's right by a school area and right along 24th Street, which is a very busy area. A lot of companies down there, a lot of traffic down there. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys the area where his remains were found. Now, you guys, I want to also let you know that as far as the conference that we had the other day regarding OHA, it was a good turnout. They are still collecting money and raising money, taking donations for some of the elderly people, some of the residents who live in the OHA property of Florence Towers, where we was across the street from yesterday. And it's about 40 people that are facing evictions. About 40 people who are facing evictions from Florence Towers. And the reason why is because some of them refusing to pay their rent. And we already know why. Because of the deplorable, uninhabitable conditions that is going on, not at just Florence Towers, but at all the towers, all the OHA towers. And so we found out that 40 evictions are slated for next week, while residents are living in conditions we don't even allow animals to live in. And I want to thank Senator McKinney, that's Senator Terrell McKinney, for passing legislation that will start to hold OHA more accountable and give residents more clarity on their rights. But also, they are going to be holding classes so that people could know what steps to take when they are living in deplorable or uninhabitable conditions, not in just OHA, but other, any rental property. There are a lot of people who don't understand their rights. There are a lot of people who don't even know they can withhold their rent, but you have to take the right steps, and everything has to be documented, and you have to send paperwork to your landlords or to your rental management companies when you are going to do things like that. So you just can't say, I ain't paying my rent. That might get you evicted. But if you take the right steps and take the right path to trying to get your landlords or your rental companies to do what it's supposed to take so that you can live comfortable in your own home, then you will have a greater success. I also want to thank Sherman Wells for organizing the protest and the fundraiser to help pay for the fees for the residents, because they are going to be facing some fees, especially if they do have to move and they have to find somewhere else to stay. So thank you, and shout out to our community leaders who are advocating for the rights and well-being of the residents of the Florence Towers, owned and managed by Omaha Housing Authority. And if you missed that video, I was there live for the meeting, where we were standing in the gap. That's what I'm gonna call it, standing in the gap, okay, for the residents of Florence Towers. So if you missed that video, just check it out on my YouTube channel. I just posted it yesterday. So check that out, especially if you are local here. And if you want to donate, again, Sherman Wells is the person to donate to for the fees that the OHA residents will be facing. So on that note, you guys, I do want to again send my heartfelt condolences and my prayers, sympathy, and my love to the family of Levi Blake, the 80-year-old man who has been missing. Oh, it's just so sad, because not only did the family just find out that, I mean, they were what we was call prepared, but you know how it is even when you know a loved one who is right there with you don't have that much longer on earth with us. We try to be prepared, but it just don't hit the same once it really happens. So on top of that, the family of Levi Blake, they had just lost their mother as well recently. They had just lost their mother. They had just laid their mother to rest. She passed away on April 16th, which was last month. So just, some weeks before they found their father. So again, my condolences to the loss of their mother, to the loss of their father. This really hits hard for that family and all of Mr. Levi Blake's loved ones. So again, my condolences from the Hood Table. I will be there at the visual. We will be going live from the visual as soon again as Sherman updates us and let us know when that will be. I will post the information for anybody who wants to attend the visual as well. And on that note, you guys, that's my timer telling me I got to go. But I want to thank you guys again for tuning in today. And let me see if I can turn this thing off. There we go. So again, you guys, I want to thank you for tuning in today. Make sure you guys like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. Please and thank you very much. And also, if you want to join our membership, the lowest tier, I believe, is $1.99. So please make sure you hit that join button if you want to become a member of Hood Nation. And if you want to donate to the commentary or to the platform, $sign the Hood Table 402 on Cash App. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful Monday. I'm out.